am creating a file of 1920 by 1080 pixel. I have already downloaded a background photo. I am bringing it into Photoshop. By the way, download link for all the images and texture used in the tutorial are given in the description. I am changing the background color a little. Select both of this layer and group them and name it background. Then select the text tool and type your text. I am using a Groza demo font. Enlarge the text as needed and centerline the text. Select a gray color like this for the font. Then right click on the text and select convert to smart object. Then double click on the right side of the text layer. Here check on Bevel and Emboss. Here select inner bevel in a style. Select smoothing technique. Set the depth value to 700, direction to up, size value to 6, soften value to 0, angle value to 90, altitude value to 30. In gloss contour, select this one. Select screen in highlight mode and set the opacity to 50. Then select multiply in shadow mode and set the opacity to 50. Then check on stroke, set the size value to 6, select inside as position, set the opacity to 50. Here select gradient, click on gradient and create a gradient something like that. Gradient download link also given in the description. Hit OK. Here set the angle value to 90, scale value to 100 and hit OK. To hide the applied effects name, click on this arrow. Then press Ctrl J and press down arrow key on the keyboard. Repeat the process 3 more times. Now press Ctrl J again. This time don't press down arrow key. Now select all the text layer except the top one and press Ctrl G to group. Name the group as you like. Now double click on the right side of the text layer. Here check on inner shadow. Set the opacity to 30%, angle value to 90, distance and choke value to 0, size value to 35 and keep the rest as is and hit OK. Now hold shift and select the text group also and press Ctrl G to group. Double click on the right side of the group layer. Check on outer glow. Here select screen in blend mode, set the opacity to 5, noise value to 0. Here select a yellow color, select software in technique, set the spread value to 0, size value to 70, range value to 50, then check on drop shadow. Set the opacity to 30%, angle value to 90. Here uncheck global light, set the distance value to 25, spread value to 0, size value to 45 and noise value to 5. Then click on the plus icon to add another drop shadow. Here set the opacity to 45, angle value to 90, distance value to 20, spread value to 0 and size value to 50 and hit OK. Now go to the adjustment layer panel and select gradient map. Click on gradient and create a black and white gradient something like that and hit OK. Hold shift and apply the gradient top to bottom with the gradient tool. Hold alt and click between the group and gradient layer. Select overlay in blend mode and set the opacity to 60%. Now I am applying the texture one. Before resizing the texture, convert the layer into a smart object. Hold alt and click between these layers. Set the blend mode to soft light. Then add a gradient map. Click on the gradient. Select this gradient and hit OK. Hold alt and click between these layers. Then add a hue saturation adjustment layer. Click on the clip icon. Set the hue value to +2, saturation value to -28. Now I am adding texture 2. Hold alt and click between this layer. Select linear dodge in the blend mode and set the opacity to 40%. Then add the texture 3. Select overlay in blend mode and set the opacity to 40%. Select gradient map 1 layer. Select lighten in blend mode. Now add a curve adjustment layer and create a curve something like that. Select the texture layer 1 and select luminosity in blend mode. Now open the group 1, hold alt and drag the text layer on top of everything to copy the layer. Then right click on the text layer and select clear layer style. Set the layer fill to 0, turn off the eye, select the curve layer, hold shift and click on the group 1 layer and press Ctrl G to group. Name the group, then select the text layer and name it, double click to change. The text effect is ready. To change the text, double click on the thumbnail of the text layer. Here change the text as you like. Press Ctrl S to save. Text is automatically updated. So that is it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Till then, take care.